This is International School Network Word News Solution.
Hello everyone. The government of Japan has made a decision for Japan to join the TPP. There are still people from the government who disagree in joining. The government officials who agree in joining TPP are the people in the manufacturing jobs, and those who disagree are the people in agricultural jobs. Let's think about why people disagree. There are 3 reasons why these people disagree in joining TPP. The first reason is because they are afraid products incoming will not have Japan's law used, but the world's laws about labeling products, which are less strict. The second reason why is because cheap products will come into Japan and the Japanese people won't buy the Japanese foods. Lastly, the third reason is because they are feared of other countries blackmailing Japan to buy their food supplies. Here is my understanding of the 3 reasons why people disagree. The first reason of disagreement on joining the TPP is that they are afraid of products coming into Japan without Japan's laws being used, but instead they will have to use the world's laws about labeling products, which are less strict. The world's laws are chosen scientifically, and these laws are enough for the people to trade. The laws Japanese food products have to follow that are different to the world's laws are to label which area and factory the product was produced, and whether there's over 5% of any gene recombinations in the product. We all have a choice of labeling details like whether they used any chemical fertilizers or whether it was organically produced. The company will have to write the truth, and so the customers can choose whether they want to buy the product by looking at these labels. The company producing will write down all possible good things about their product so that us as customers can purchase what we choose is safe for us to buy. It is the same concept as buying a car. The car manufacturers do not have to advertise that the car is safe, has an airbag, has good brakes, or has efficient fuel expenses. The customers who buy the car will see what is labeled and they will buy what they think is good for them. Even if the Japanese law has to be changed to the world's law, there won't be any fear of bad products coming into Japan, and you can just pick which products to purchase, considering your own safety. The second reason why Japanese people disagree to join the TPP is because they fear cheap items coming into stores and the Japanese their products, will not be bought. Customers choose whether they will buy the item. If it were the same food, they will compare the taste and whether it is healthy. Of course, if there are items from other countries that are better taste and healthier, then there will be more rivals, resulting in the need to lower prices of what Japan sells in order to get more customers. If that does not work, then the Japanese people can change the crops they grow. The world is round, and there are many different climates, elevations, and soils. Japan doesn't need to have a difficult time growing crops that are meant to be grown at a different climate. Each country should grow what's best for each area, and the country can trade the foods with other countries sharing a variety of foods. Cherries, strawberries, and peaches are some examples of crops that taste better in a certain soil, temperature, or elevation, and the countries that have the specialty can grow the crops. The third reason why is because they fear that other countries may blackmail Japan to buy their food supply. This happens if you import a certain type of food from only one source. To prevent this, Japan can get imports from foods from a variety of countries, and so if one country is trying to blackmail Japan, Japan can just import foods from the other country. We can also prevent this by having Japanese farmers going to South America, Southeast Asia, and Africa to share the crops of Japan with the same taste so that Japan can buy the crops from the country. Then Japan will be able to have a more stable import of the crop. Japan has 47 prefectures. Each prefecture produces a certain type of food. The climate, temperature, elevation, and soils, the geography of the area, lets the prefecture produce the foods. In Okinawa, in the southern part of Japan where the climate is hot, the area can produce mangoes and pineapples, for example. And people in the cold northern part of Japan, in Hokkaido, will not get jealous because they cannot make these foods. Neither will they try to make the foods. Mangoes and pineapples are a specialty in hot areas. We all live on this world, so we shall not be trying to do things that are impossible for our geographical features. We can just trade items that we cannot make in our area. Just because the items from other countries coming in will be cheap, it doesn't mean that the Japanese foods will not be sold. The concept of the best quality product being the most purchased is still the same. At the current APEC meeting, Prime Minister Noda should ask other countries to make the same taste rice as Japan, so Japan can buy the rice from that country. This was from International School Network Japan News Solution by Manoka Nishina.